About a month ago, I decided to leave my job at a company that I'd been at for the last 10 years. I decided to pursue something in the creative space. That led us to downsizing our entire fleet, right? So we sold the Tundra, sold the 4Runner, and bought ourselves a brand new, to us, 1997 FZ J80. So I want to tell you guys a little bit more about it and kind of some of the future plans that we have in this channel. Still good. So, let me tell you a little bit about what's going on. Last month, we drove to Fayetteville, Arkansas in our Tundra and picked up this FZJ80, 1997 FZJ80. Now, for some of you guys that don't know, the FZJ80 is the Land Cruiser 80 series from 1993 to 1997 before it turns into the 100 series, the 98, and then 200, which now we're in the 300 series, right? Which would be amazing to own, but yeah, it's just a little pricey. But all that to say is we drove to Arkansas, picked up this bad boy, and man, we could not be happier with what we bought. Kids love it, wife loves it, and we can't wait to take it out on the camping trips. Being an old truck, you're picking and choosing what you're choosing to work with. I chose that anything body, anything body related, anything electrical I would deal with, but I did not want to deal with a faulty engine. So one of the first things that we did is we took it to a mechanic shop and we had them baseline it. The really cool thing is that my dad was a mechanic for a long time, so whenever we were looking at it in Fayetteville, I was able to call him, FaceTime him, and look at the engine. When I took it to the mechanic, he was able to confirm that the engine was in really good shape. Also, these Toyota Land Cruisers can last for a lifetime, so that was something that we were really excited about. So one of the things that I was willing to deal with are body issues, right? So like there's a small area of rust down here. Now the major one is this panel back here, and it is this fender flare. It looks like it's coming off or it's loose, but they just taped it up there, so I'm gonna have to do that, fix that. But that was a small price to pay so that I wouldn't have to pay it in dollars, and I would be able to still have a reliable engine. So it's just something that it was a trade-off that I was willing to make. Now, my favorite part of the Land Cruiser is the rear hatch. Land Cruisers have that famous rear hatch where you just pop this guy and open the back. Now, this thing's awesome because it allows you to sit down, but also if you're out camping, it's like a table and you're able to prepare things, because sometimes we just do like weekender trips and we don't want to take a table, we don't want to take a lot of the things that we would normally take. So having this rear hatch is literally my favorite thing about Land Cruisers, and it's so classic, right? So yeah, let me show you some of the things going on inside. Alright, so inside we have, let me turn this camera around. One of the things that I did not want to deal with was a nasty interior. Some of these older cars have reputations for having really old interiors and just yeah, just ripped up interiors. None of the seats have any major rips. There's obviously some aging on it from sun damage and stuff, but nothing major. Part of the reason why I didn't want to deal with any major interior issues is because this is our primary vehicle now, and I wanted our family to be comfortable in it. And with the good interior, yeah, they can be comfortable in it. Now, one of the things I noticed compared to that old Tundra that we used to have, this thing has no space in the back. Look at the gap here for my kids to swing their legs, almost non-existent. So yeah, sometimes I get kicked in the head, but it's part of it, right? Cars are just bigger now than they used to be back in the day. So one of my favorite things about this is the lift kit on it. It has a 3-inch Old Man Emu lift kit on it, and it's so cool. And also like these BF Goodrich KO2s. I think they just kind of make it beefy and make it look like it's awesome. And so yeah, this is where we get into the fun part. Right now there's a debate at the Sanchez household, and that debate is whether we should leave it stock or whether we should add an ARB front bumper, a rooftop tent, and a Jaws system to it. Now what that means is adding Jaws to this truck would mean that we would have to get rid of the third row jump seats. I personally don't care for them. They're always up because we have tools and stuff in the back, but my wife seems to think that we might need them in case we, you know, want to give people rides in our tiny truck. So that's a debate for another day, but if you guys have any ideas, let me know. Because this is our daily driver, our camping vehicle, and our bug out rig, there has to be a balance of approach as far as what we add or what we take away to it. So adding a rooftop tent would obviously decrease our mileage, which already has pretty poor mileage, so it's probably don't care much about that one. But also adding a Jaws system would eliminate some of the rear seats. So it's just some things that we're kind of taking a slow approach as to what we're going to do to it in the future. However, we are excited because we're going to be taking a lot of sweet camping trips in this thing soon. And honestly, I just hope it turns into something that I'm able to pass down to Jackson or Charlie. So, a lot to think about. But if you guys want to see a video where I just talk about some of the preparedness things that I'm putting into it and some of the mindsets behind that, let me know, and I will make a video on that. But like I said, this is our everyday driver, this is our camping rig, and this is our bug out rig. And so there's a lot of gear in this thing at all times because it has to be ready for any of those three potential scenarios. So there's going to be a lot of cool content coming soon. But I just wanted to give you guys a catch up as far as where I've been the last couple of months, and also kind of just what's been going on in our lives. So if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Let me know if you guys have any video ideas that you guys would like to see. But for now, this is it. You guys have a good one. Until next time.